Hello and welcome to Automation. A week or so ago there was a long-awaited engine tuning update. So no longer you have to go for open beta or alpha builds if you want to try yourself the stuff I'm building. Anyway, for today I have another silly build in plans, and it was sitting in my notes and waiting for its turn for quite some time now. Well, it will not be as silly as the Santa Mobile, but still it is going to be something you are not seeing very often, and definitely not doing the purpose it was originally created for. Yes, so the thing I'm going to build today is a track day limousine. And very likely I am going to fit it with a full interior. We'll see about that later. Okay, with the introductions done, let's move on to the designer and pick our body here. I had to use a mod body for this one. Okay, let me find it. And here it is, so we can move on. I am not sure if I want to keep original alike body in terms of materials, or should I just go full with this track day idea. Sorry, my voice broke down there for a second, no worries. Yeah, so let's go with something light, cause why not? I guess aluminium or fiberglass. Oh, let's go with fiberglass. I'm not doing that very often. I don't think I ever did it in a video. Now off to the chassis. Of course, we are going with monocoque. Chassis material, let's go with something light again. And something I am not using usually. So glued aluminium should be fine. Yes. The engine, that's the hard part, I'd say. I don't know what kind of engine we are going to fit in there in terms of capacity. I would like it to be front longitudinal inline 6, it would be best. But we will see about that. Yeah, wishbone on the front and pushrod in the rear. And now we can design our engine. Yeah, so as I said, I am going with inline 6. Again, light materials would be best here. Dual overhead cam, because we are likely going for high RPM in this one. 4 valves for now. I don't think we'll be needing 5. I don't think they change much in terms of performance, that is. Okay, and let me set the capacity now. Well, this body is strange in terms of the engine you could fit in there, cause it seems we can make even 8.2 liters inline 6. That's very strange, but I guess it's about how it's made, and it's much longer than usual body in Automation. Still, I want to go for about 3.6 liters would be best. Yes, so right there, or maybe something more. 3.8, let's go with that. Now off to the other parts of the engine we go. We are aiming at higher RPM, so I guess we are going top of the line here again. Billet steel, lightweight titanium. Yeah, here from experience I can say the forged pistons are best in Automation for any kind of build, cause the lightweight forged suffer from the torque a lot, and we are likely going to be making quite a bit of it, so let's go with forge for now. And harmonic damper set to 0 for now. I guess I will need to come back for it and change it later on. With the bottom end done, we can move on to the top end of the engine, and we are going to lower the compression quite a bit, cause I am going to turbo it. Lately it seems I have been doing quite a lot of turboed engines. Well, I guess I am enjoying tuning it fairly, so well, let's roll with that again. VVT, I am not sure yet, maybe later, and VVL, well, I feel like VVL is useless in this game, or at very least broken. I don't know how to feel about that. RPM limit, I'd go for 8.5 thousand. Moving on to the turbo, we are going to come back later on. Right now, let's go for injection direct per cylinder, probably. And yeah, let's go with race intake. It's a track day car after all. Unleaded Super 98, yes, that's right. And moving on to the exhaust. And here it does not matter what we pick, as we are going to turbo this engine anyway. Okay, we are suffering from valve float. I guess we have to make the springs and lifters stiffer, sorry. And now we can move on to turbo. Let's do twin turbo, like 2JZ in a Supra, why not? And the engine brakes instantly, that's quite usual. Okay, it seems like changing the exhaust fixed it. That's quite a lot of usage for the exhaust again. I guess our turbos are massive though, so I am going to change that. Well, with the initial tuning done, we are doing over 1000 Nm of torque and 882 horsepower. That's quite a bit. Our exhaust is still restrictive. I am aiming at 1.8 bars. I'd like to do 2 bars, but the engine breaks. And I don't think it is possible to make that much of boost without changing the quality. Let's check. Yeah, now we can do it, but I don't want to fiddle with quality sliders in this build. Well, the only thing restrictive in turbo that's left is the compressor, so let's make it unrestricted. Yeah, that should be fine. 82 mm and some of IR ratio. And now we should change the exhaust to be bigger. The exhaust is going to be huge in this one. We were at 3 inches and the game wants us to go for over 5 inches. That's huge. Okay, let's go with that. Why not? I do not want to change the compressor anymore, so we are staying like that. And it seems like we do not need to add any balancing mass to this engine, which is great. I am not sure if we can squeeze some more compression out of this engine. Yeah, no, we can't. Cam profile, we could do more horsepower at the top with changing that one. The curve is getting insane though, so I am not going to change too much. Springs and lifters are fine, I suppose. And I am going to give it VVT. Okay, this is how I am leaving the cam profile at 55 and 86 on springs and lifters. We can tune the fuel system now. I guess we won't change anything in there after tuning our turbo. But it says we have some unutilized octane, so I don't know. Okay, we are going with a very advanced ignition timing map and very rich fuel map, and it gave us insane throttle response. I wonder how it will go in BeamNG.drive later on, cause I think that's the highest I ever got from my builds that I recorded for YouTube. Well, we will see later on. Yeah, 5.5 inch exhaust is there, alright. And it could give us even more power if we gave it 6 inches. It looks stupid. Okay, since the game was yelling at me that we have a lot of unutilized octane, I came back to compression to make it a little bit higher. So we are at 8.8 to 1, and now we are making almost 1200 horsepower and 1200 Nm of torque. That is quite fine. I guess we will be flying in BeamNG later on. Okay, now let's move on to the build itself, to designing this thing. Well, this is what I was talking about. This is why we are able to fit this huge of an engine here. But I guess there's one way to resolve this issue, that is using the advanced trim settings. Okay, I guess we'll be having the intercooler on the front of the car. Maybe I should make it a little bit bigger then, so it is integral part of the front end. Okay, I am done with the paint and modifying the trim. Fully golden body, that is what we are going to be rolling with. Underbody is golden too. The roof is glass, so it is basically a huge sunroof, not very safe in terms of racing. And now we should go on to the fixtures, I guess. Well, as you can see, the engine is not really well placed, and the chassis is blocking this the space for seats for driver and passengers. So what I'm thinking about is placing the driver seat in the middle, so there will be only one seat on the front. But the rear would be fully fitted with benches, as it is in limos. But anyway, we should start with the front end, and interior will be the last thing we'll be doing with this build. Okay, some update on the front end. As you can see, I am done with the lower part of the front. That is some air intakes, fog lights, and outlets for the pipes to intercooler. Also, I gave this car as a grille huge nostrils and some body defining in a piece of 3D body molding. What else I am going to place there? Well, probably a splitter or some kind of spoilers, fins, wings, that kind of stuff, so we can make some downforce with this thing. Also, we are missing obviously headlights, and I don't know what to place on the roof. Some scoop would be nice, or some other type of air inlet. I am nearly done with the front end. As you can see, I gave it a headlights, a splitter, and some definition on the front in terms of a, well, small bumper, let's say. Now I guess I should bring some kind of a scoop in there. I'm not sure what would fit in there though. This is quite simple. I suppose it looks fine. I don't know, let me fiddle with this. Okay, I suppose my job on the front is done. I added small body molding piece there, also to give it some definition. Well, roof scoops are quite straightforward, nothing fancy, and I gave it wipers already, and they are golden, cause why not? Right now I am supposed to go to the rear end, I guess. Okay, let's work on that. Yeah, the first thing I gave it in the rear was the exhaust. As you can see, here comes our 6-inch exhaust pipe, and it comes out right of the rear doors. It looks ridiculous. I guess I should make it even bigger to fit this 6-inch exhaust. And this is the piece I used to cut out the piece of the back here. Well, you can't take this car seriously. Well, I guess that will be all for the rear end. It's quite simplistic, other than this huge hole in the trunk that is the exhaust, and the splitter down there. That's, well, I guess that will do its job. All I need to do here is to add a wing. I don't know if I should place it on the roof or somewhere over there. I will try it out, and I think I will be giving this car a full underbody. So be right back. Okay, and that is the outside part of the car done. Well, there's the wing, there's the underbody. Of course, it's whole golden. and I added the door handles, fuel cap, and so on. Now I guess the only thing left to do is the interior. I guess I will start with the driver's compartment, then the rear end. That will be some fun to do. Okay, that was a bit too much of work. And it is not my finest work too, but I guess it will do. Quite hard to make any kind of dashboard that's placed in the center here. Also, yeah, Windows transparency is not going to stay like that. I am going to keep it for this build at 0.2 likely, or maybe like always 0.6, I don't know. But we will be seeing this interior anyway. Glass roof is going to stay darker. Yeah, I guess I should move on to the rear end now. Okay, I am at very least partially done with the fitting of the rear end. I am not sure what to place there. I guess there will be can get a camera inside there, but I guess there will be 2 benches on each side and no rear bench at all, because we have this piece here that could be used for any other attractions. Oh well, let me fiddle with it. I guess that's it for the interior. We are done. Well, not my finest job, but it will do. Okay, let me change back the windows to be smoked a bit. Maybe something like that. Okay, now we should pick rims for this one. These look fancy, but I guess I will go back for them when I am done tuning this thing. Okay, let's tune this thing. We are going with a rear wheel drive, I think. Should be best. And oh, damn. Okay, up to 400 kilometers per hour, that's fun. Some shorter gearing. And let's go with limited slip differential, electric one. No, the tire type. Radials, of course, semi-slicks, let's go. And wide ones. I don't know how wide. Okay, these one are huge. And let's make them bigger. Because we want huge rims on there. Yeah, this looks fancy. Like a big SUV rims right there. Okay, this starts to look stupid. Something like this should be good. Huge wheels, huge rims. What else do you want from a Porsche car like this one? Okay, let's move on. Now we are on to brakes. We will be needing huge ones, that's for sure. In the rear also. Okay, I forgot to paint the calipers. Be right back. Okay, now that they are painted, we can go back to tuning this thing. Race pad type, that's for sure. Race diffuser, yes. Active wing, I don't think so. Some cooling airflow, and we will come back for this later on. Yeah, here we want 1 seat in the front, bench in the rear, full bench in the rear, twice. Handmade interior, luxury HUD, and moving on, we will give it the best that is in terms of steering and traction aids. We can still turn them off in BeamNG.drive if you want to. Also advanced 2020s safety, and let's make it lighter, somewhat lighter. Weight distribution later on. Here we are going with active sports, semi-actives of course, and race preset, which I will tune. Let's see how this thing presents as of now. Okay, yeah, we know what power it makes. The weight is what I am after here. 2400 kilos, and it is pretty well balanced, which is nice. So I guess we can move on to tuning this thing. Let me fiddle with the sliders a bit. Well, it seems the front brakes are still not enough. The rear brakes are fine, we can even make them weaker a bit. So the braking balance will be more on the front than on the rear. Yeah, let's stay at 80%. No aerodynamics, that will be fun. Well, it looks like we'll be deeply into understeer in this one. It doesn't matter what I do. It stays like that, so let's stay with quite high downforce. Yeah, and let's move on. I want to check the drivetrain if it changed anything, but no, it does not. And we are spinning right into the third gear. Yeah, I guess I could give it a dual clutch again. And more gears. Hopefully it will make it better in BeamNG.drive. We will see. Well, and this is the tuning of the suspension. We are going with quite stiff springs, as usual with my race builds. And yeah, again, we are getting into understeer, so I guess we won't be driving this around corners very fast. Yeah, not much more I can change here. So I guess it is time to move on to BeamNG.drive and try this thing out there. Yeah, so this is the way I am going to export this car into BeamNG. Hopefully it won't break and it will drive just fine. We will see in a second. Okay, we are in BeamNG.drive. It looks like car exported just well. It works, it starts, it runs, it drives better than I thought it would be. Not much issues in terms of fixtures. Yeah, let's see what cameras we have here. Oh, yeah, not really good ones. Okay, but let's check how it goes. Yeah, this one has ESC. Let's turn it off for now. Yeah, it's fast. And as you can see, the rear exhaust I gave it, it works. Like it should work. I don't know what's with the gearing. It should be on auto now. The turning radius of this thing is terrible, but it's quite long vehicle, so no doubts there. Why is that? It wants to slide, but it can't for some reason. Yeah, this is our understeer we were seeing in automation, I guess. Okay, let's go in manual. Oh, okay, and I'm spinning right away. Well, so I suppose we should try it out on a drag strip first, and then I wanted to go with it on a racetrack. This time on a gamepad, but still, run it around, do a lap or two, and see what time it can make. Of course, I am meaning the mod racetrack that is Laguna Seca here. Okay, let's move on to the drag strip. Well, I was not sure what to race it against, so I went with my time attack build. It is close in power, but the weight of this thing is over twice as much as the other one, so I guess it won't be even a close match. But still, I guess it is worth a try. I don't think I have any other creation that could race this thing and be similar to it. It's quite unique, you know. Let's try it. Oh, that was close on a start, but now he's leaving us far behind. Yeah, 10 seconds. That's not bad. For its weight, it's really not that bad. I don't have anything that would be even close to this car, so I guess we could try and race it off against my V16 build. But again, I don't think we can I don't think we can beat it. Come on. Set yourself. Okay. It was not bad at start again, but we are losing. Well, this time 9.8, and my start was much better. Oh well, I guess we can now move on to the racetrack. Let's see how it goes around corners. Okay, this time I am starting properly with a rolling start that I should do with my time attack build. But hey, I might always retry that in the future. Oh, damn, that's swinging a lot. Okay, I caught it. This car is insane and it is not really drivable. I can tell you that much. Yeah, too much gas and we are spinning. Let's still try to finish this lap. I might try to do at least one that is clean, that is I won't spin around on a corner or drive off the track like that. Yeah, not really the best car for a track. Or I am not the best driver. That is possible too. But yeah, let's finish this and I will try to do a clean one. Wonder how it will go. Okay, yeah, again, I'm trying it again. Don't know what will come out of it. This time I am going to pay more attention to the corners and feather the throttle. As you can see in the left side of the screen, but it's quite hard on a gamepad to adjust your steering. Yeah, these are not the best corners, but at very least we did not spin around yet. I might try this car someday on a wheel or in a bigger group of cars of mine. Some kind of a, I don't know, showcase, race-off of my creations to see which one is the best and the fastest. I might create some models just for this purpose. But we are talking far into the future. Okay, I will be silent for a while now to not spin this thing on the last few corners. And yeah, this is quite bad time, especially compared to what we did with the time attack build. Well, yeah, and it's not even listed here. Well, I feel like this recording is getting quite long already, so I guess we'll be finishing it off here. I don't have anything else planned anyway, so I guess we can end it off with a good crash. Let's see how it breaks. But I don't know what should I drive into. Let's find something nice. Yeah, it does not want to turn at all. But I guess the understeer should be expected in a thing that weighs almost 2,500 kilos. Okay, Anyway, at the end I would like to ask you to comment, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I guess we'll be leaving it off here. I can't seem to find anything to crash into, so I guess I will pick anything that comes up. Let's try jumping it here. Okay, that was not a jump. And we left our engine next to our car. Okay, yeah, see you in the next one.